My mic is good.
Yeah, your mic's good. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dock Tales, a fisherman's story. Welcome, Tim Molina, to the show. How you doing tonight, Tim?
To another episode. Doing good.
Welcome. Yeah, Jodi.
Huh?
How you doing, Jodi?
Yeah, it's always me messing up with this different device with the volume up. I'm doing great.
What's that now?
How are you all?
Doing really well.
I only got one device, so.
So, before we get started, since Jodi said she's doing great, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate her. She has had quite the week.
Thank you.
For those of you that don't know, she just passed 1,000 hook sets, subscribers, hoagies, whatever you want to call them, last night. So congratulations. And she got on her PB Blue Cat at Chickamauga during the gathering at 51 pounds.
Yep. Very proud, both of them.
Yeah, you should be. Those are great accomplishments.
Mm-hmm. I got 1,000 friends and family.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Tim?
I'm the number one fan.
There you go. Hey, I'm the number one.
I would say Tim's been there since the very beginning. During the women's tournament, I went back and looked at chat, and he was cheering for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's before we get going, let me get on some of these people who've come in to see what tonight's show is going to be about. We got a lot of people in here tonight.
Ooh.
Hi, everybody. I apologize in advance. I can't see chat, so just going to say a blanket hi.
Yeah, if anybody has questions, we'll read them out. Chris Everett, let me move my phone a little closer. My arm's not that long. Matt, want to be outdoors? Sampy, Mike Simpson. Mike's fishing home, is on his way home ASAP to catch the show. Annette Morgan, Avid, you weren't first this time. Travis Young, Whisker Dreams, Ricky, how you doing?
I take that personal, Avid.
And Tim was in chat. Paul Boyd.
I was in chat, but I'm out of chat because I can't do both.
Say it's all mine. Paul Boy, I said Paul. Annette Morgan. A lot of repeats here. Everybody's saying their hellos.
Mm-hmm.
Brian B, welcome. 217, Rebel Outdoors. Catfishing with Cause. Welcome, Brenda. Good to see you back online. Buck Williams. Art, Steve Adams, Catfishing the Mississippi. He says, Tim.
Coach, thanks for coming.
Mark, Catfishing Crappie. Welcome, Mark. He says, what's up, Tim, Tom, and Jodi?
Howdy.
And he says, congrats to Jodi.
Thank you.
Chris Everett says, congrats.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Duggar's in the house. Greetings, Earthlings. I don't want to leave nobody out. Jodi, Mr. Duggar is sending you roses.
Thank you.
Grande. Tyra Arco, welcome.
Howdy.
All right, believe it or not, I've made it to the bottom of chat.
I just watched a video of his. He was catching a flathead.
Yeah, nice flathead, Al.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now, does he live, is he down your way, Tim? Do you know?
No, he lives in California. He's the king of the California flathead.
Okay, cool.
I named him that.
And Fishing Local 336 Rico's in the house. Welcome, Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Rico.
All right. So that brings us to the chat. I'd like to say that Tim has graciously agreed to spend an hour with us. So if you have questions, get them in the chat and we'll try to get them in. So we don't double up questions, but if we don't see your question, please put it in again. And Chris, Muddy River Catfishing's in the house. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
All right. Jodi, you want to saw there's Don R. in the house. Welcome. All
Howdy,
right, let's
Don.
get started. And Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou's in the house.
Uncle Lou.
All right.
Give me just a second.
All right.
You can keep an eye on chat because I can't see it.
Right. I say if anybody does have a question, please try to put the big red question mark or the exclamation mark so I can see it. I'm working off a phone. I can only see 4 messages at a time, and I don't want to miss anybody.
All right. Tonight our
Jodi?
guest is Mr. Yeah.
Jodi made me change my color of shirt. Now I know why. You wanted to match.
This was a coincidence. Here's the only thing I had a little flare riffle to it, so that's the reason I put it on. And then Tim shows up in blue too.
Want to say a quick shout out to Chrissy Brown in the house.
Hi, Chrissy and Ernie.
Howdy.
All right, let's get started with the questions.
All right, we got Mr. Tim Molina in tonight. And tell us where you live at, Tim.
I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Born and raised here.
Born and raised. And what's the weather like there right now?
Today was hot. High 90s, mid 90s.
High 90s. How hot's it going to get here in another month?
We only get a few days to go over 100 here. Depends on the summer, but usually those days don't come till late July, late August.
Yeah. I've never been anywhere like that before. Like where I live's mountains and trees and grass, but where you live, is it more desert?
Well, we got the Sandia Mountains right to the east of us.
Yeah.
If you want to get forest, the rest of the state is burning right now. All the forest, south
Really?
and north. Yeah, it's terrible.
Say Max Fishing's in the house. He says congrats to Jodi on the 1K.
Thank you.
And Catfishing Crappy has a question or a statement, I think. Wait,
Okay.
Jodi isn't wearing black?
Nope, not tonight. Let's see. You just come back from a little vacation, didn't you, Tim?
Oh, I went to Vegas for a few days.
Yeah. How'd you like it there?
Last weekend. We had a good time.
What do you play at Vegas?
This time I mostly only played slots.
How often do you get out there?
We were there like 3.5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never been to Vegas. I've been to Atlantic City, went to the casinos there. I didn't have any luck with the slots. However, I did win a little bit of money playing blackjack, and I won enough to pay for my weekend, and I quit.
Yeah.
Years ago, we used to go to. I had a sister-in-law from my first marriage, who lived in Delaware, and we would take a ferry over to New Jersey. It was like a package thing. It was $20. You get on the ferry, go across, get into New Jersey. You don't have to pay any toll roads, or just went on the bus, and they gave you $10 in quarters back.
Oh,
it was a good deal, but the casinos are terrible over there.
Yeah, I think we went to Harrah's. I think was the one that we went to. I was with a college roommate.
They're beautiful and everything, but the people are like so rude. I didn't care for it.
And I'll tell you, don't ever swim off the beaches there in Atlantic City. I said, get out of there. And it was like, it had like a brown tint to me. The water was so filthy.
I'm used to brown water.
Catfish Regulators is in the house. Welcome, Aaron. And Mr. Duggar has a question. Tim, red or green or Christmas?
Both.
There you go.
Christmas, I guess you would say. He's talking about chili. That's a big thing here in New Mexico. I don't
Oh,
know
the green
why.
chilies?
Red
Yeah, I was
and
wondering
green.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've dabbled a little bit with the green chilies. Mike Chavez makes a green chili chicken corn chowder, and he did a video on it. And Michelle, we really wanted to try it, so we actually ordered the green chilies that he uses, and she made a video making that for us, and she sent it out with us when we were fishing Chad's Winter Blues this year. And it was delicious. It was like 18 degrees out, and that chili really warmed us up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a ton of green chili frozen right now because I was taking Mike Chavez a whole cooler full, and we got sick on the way to CatCon. So I had to come
Oh,
back and put it in my freezer. So I got a year's supply for me.
yeah. The Muddy River Catfishing said, what's wrong with brown water? Well, Chris, I think that the brown in the water in Atlantic City is not from the same thing that it is where you're at. But, let's just say that it was believed to be sewage. And we'll leave it at that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
So Duggar says Christmas is correct. We can still be friends.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm a disability advocate. That's what I do. I help people with disabilities get things done.
And how did you get into that job? What made you do that?
I kind of sort of fell into it. They needed somebody at the time who was bilingual, and I speak fluent Spanish, so they pretty much hired me. I never even did an office type of job before.
Mm-hmm.
I was a hands-on kind of person before that. Took a little getting used to, but I fell right into it. It was nice.
You like
Yeah.
doing your job?
What's that?
You like your job, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Get to battle every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brian B said poopy water and muddy water is two different things. Absolutely.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah. Brian's
All right.
crazy.
And Matt Wannabe Outdoors said, Jodi, shh. He's a hitman for Chris.
I got his back, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Let's
We
go
won't
back to
discuss
when in your young days. How you grew
my
up.
young days.
Yeah. You know, your young days when
Well,
you was
I
young.
grew up in the barrios of Albuquerque, which aren't really the barrios anymore. Now it's kind of the upper level of higher scale living where we grew up. But I had a good childhood. My grandfather, he used to take us out of school like 2 weeks early every year, haul us off to the ranch or fishing or camping or something, and we would be gone all summer just to keep us
Mm-hmm.
out of trouble. Kind of saved us from getting into a lot of any type of gang stuff or all that bad life, street life or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, what did you do back then on the ranch?
what's that?
What did you do on the ranch? Did you have animals you tended to, or did you have cousins?
Yeah,
And
yeah, there was all that. But pretty much as kids, all we did was roam the arroyos or hunted. There was no fishing there because there was no fish. But they pretty much set us free, feed us in the morning, turn us out. You come back, and they say don't come back till it gets dark.
Yeah. I think we all kind of grew up under that. And I grew up in the city of Boston, and that was the thing. Be home when the street lights come on. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
Say, Mike Turner's in the house. Welcome, Mike.
What got
And
you into fishing?
My grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
he was an avid trout fisherman, and we would go camping weeks at a time. He had a big
Oh, wow.
old army tent. He had a big old army tent that he would set up that would sleep like 20 people,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
so he'd haul all that in his pickup, and us too. And
That kind of sounds a little bit like my growing up years. We lived in Boston, but I would spend my summers up in northern New Hampshire, almost on the Canadian border, trout fishing with my grandfather. And he's the one that
wow,
taught me to fish. And it was wonderful. Now, he's long since gone, but I've always wanted to make a trek back up there to see what it looks like nowadays.
yeah.
It's been 50 plus years now. So, hey, Muddy, Chris says, it wouldn't be the same if I named my channel Chemically Processed Water Catfishing. True. And Solo Texans in the house.
Ricky.
Welcome. Welcome, Ricky. And Sandy, Silver Fox. All right, I got a question. I'm sorry, Tim?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You'd say how many people? We got 31 watching at the moment. All right. Catfish regulators, or instigators, as you may know him as. Question, in a 1v1, Tim versus Avid, who would win and why?
Avid hasn't caught a fish since 1963. It would be me.
All right, I'll look for Avid's
No offense, Avid.
puddle.
The truth is the truth, and I got to tell it.
That's good. Laura the Explorer just came in. She says, hello, Tim Molina.
Hi, Laura. Lorianne.
Ready?
Was that you?
Yeah, I have the window open.
Sound like a train.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Choo
That's all right.
choo. Okay, your grandpa took you trout fishing. Did you fish for anything else?
Not back then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know there was anything else besides the trout, except for like suckers or things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe small catfish. But when I say small catfish, I mean like bullhead.
Mm-hmm. Did you
We
just have
didn't-
rods and reels, or what? How'd you catch them?
Yeah, on rod and reel.
Yeah.
Worms and corn and salmon eggs, and later on
Yeah.
spinning bait.
When did you become a cat fisherman?
Probably in my late teens.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite fish you like to catch?
A blue cat.
Okay. Wrong answer, but okay.
That's my favorite fish.
You're supposed to say flathead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she was looking for you to say something else. The truth is what the truth is.
Yeah.
I never caught too many flatheads in my life, and where I used to fish when I still had my leg, we would catch them occasionally, but they were never this far north. They were never that big.
Mm-hmm.
They were always 10 pounds. Was a monster flathead for us.
Yeah.
First time I caught a flathead, I didn't even know what it was. I mean, I knew it was a catfish, but
Yeah,
it was
that
something
was
totally
me.
strange to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Um,
they were a treat for us here too. We don't. Yeah, we have them in our lake and in Kerr Lake, which is next to us, but really you need to target them from a boat and get into those spots where we just can't reach them. We can't get to them from the bank right here. So I think all of last year I caught 2 flatheads and was happy to catch them. So what's your big blue?
It's in the mid-30s. I don't really know. I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
All right.
Chris could probably tell you. Caught it on his boat.
mhm. Yeah. Now you fish with Chris quite a bit, right?
We try to get together about once a month or sometimes twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's a busy guy. He's
Yeah.
my mentor, though.
Yeah.
Now,
What's some of the waters that you fish with Chris?
We mostly fish the pretty much exclusively the Alpha Butte Lake.
Mm-hmm. And what's
now
your
what?
secret bait?
My secret bait,
Yeah.
normally we use shad or carp.
Really?
Yeah, there's no secret.
No
I
secret?
know you
Okay.
wanted me to say Cheetos. I know you wanted me
Yeah.
to say Cheetos, but
That's going to be for
Yeah.
the carp question. So what's your favorite
yeah,
bait for carp?
and actually for carp it's worms, but
Mhm.
or chicken livers,
Yeah.
but Cheetos seem to work pretty good.
Yeah. That was a cute video. You catching them on the Cheeto.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then on ultralight, I mean a super ultralight.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big old fish too.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember how big it was, but it was good for that rod. I
Mm-hmm.
had that little reel where I couldn't
Yeah.
turn it. I had to turn it upside down just to crank it.
So
Mm-hmm.
now I saw a picture, Tim, of a striper you caught. Tell us about that.
Actually, that wasn't me. To
Hmm.
the truth be known, we
All
were
right.
fishing. We were fishing. I took a buddy of mine down, and he happened to get the rod. His name is
Okay.
Stephen Oliver. And when the rod went down, it happened so fast, and I don't have that reaction time. I can't
Right.
jump up. So he happened to get the rod, but we all enjoyed it. It was nuts. It was good. It was amazing. Striper hit so hard, and
Oh
the
yeah, and
fish
they
went
take
under the
up.
boat,
Was it that
went
one?
from one side of the boat to the other side of the boat
Let
in
let me
like
put.
less
Here's
time than it takes to react.
Was it that picture?
Yeah, yeah. That's
sweet.
Stephen Oliver.
That's a
That's a good
beauty right
fish.
there. Do you remember how big it was?
35 pounds or 36 pounds, something
35.
like
Wow.
that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a big one. Yeah, we have them in our lake, and when I would bass fish, you fish for them kind of the same way with some of the moving lures, rattle traps, and top waters and stuff like that. And you catch one of them, you know right away that nope, this ain't enough. It's running too fast to be a bass. Once they grab something, they take off for it.
Yeah, well, we were catfishing, and he got caught deep, like 40 feet of water.
Wow.
What is this fish? That's awful light.
Well, the blue cats come light here because the water's muddy.
Okay.
A lot of times they're white.
That's what this one looks like.
Hmm. Now,
Yeah,
I've heard
a lot
that
of times
people
blue
say that
cats come up
there are
bright white.
white catfish.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're all blues, but they just come white because they don't. The water's so muddy here. It's murky water.
All right. I thought I saw somebody come in. Mike Irvin, uh, Dale Hayslip. welcome everybody. Whiskers and Stripes, I believe I saw. I think we said Don R. Uncle Jeep. There you go.
There we go.
I was laughing because Jodi was getting all nervous.
Yep.
All right, so
So-
everybody get your questions in. Remember, put the red question marks or exclamations so we can see.
Yeah.
We've got 41 people in chat.
So you fished with Chris, which is, I mean, top of the chain right there. Anybody else you would like to fish with?
There's a lot of people that I'd like to fish with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll ever get the chance. I mean, I'd like to go to DC to fish with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to fish with Chad and Mark and Ernie Brown and there's a ton of people that I'd love to fish with.
Mm-hmm. You know, we should make a catfishing cruise. I'd have those cruise ships set up, and they'll have some set for bluegrass themes, and everybody goes on them. We should set up one for catfishing, and everybody go on them and rent a party barge before we go on it and go fishing. All together on one of the big party barges.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Who are we going to nominate to set that up? But they do that all the time. They'll have like a themed cruise.
Huh.
And where would we fish from? The Mississippi or what?
Wherever it docks at, usually Florida. Gulf Shores, they do party barge fishing down there. It's where just line it. They got poles everywhere, and you just line up and drop your line and catch them, reel them in.
The Catfish Cameron's in the house.
Mm-hmm. I'm all
Lisa
about meet
Elliott?
and greets. I like meet and greets.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the one in DC at the end of the month. So
Those
that's
are
like,
nice, but I gotta be honest with you. If I go fishing with somebody, I would rather have it just be a small group.
Really?
Yeah, because it's more intimate that way. You really get to know somebody, you fish with them, you have a good conversation.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
When there's a huge group, you don't get that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand what you're saying. I'm actually more sociable in a small group. I don't like being tied down and forced to sit down in a big group. I like to be able to get up and walk around. As long as I can do that, I'm pretty good. But if I'm stuck at a table with people, you don't know them around, do you, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind, but I would rather have it the other way.
Yeah.
2, 3, maybe 4 people.
Yeah. Hey,
Has is in the house. Welcome. And Chris says Tim is too focused on his fishing pole to socialize. LOL.
Correct. If I go to fish, I go to fish.
I've seen you there staring at that pole for hours on end when you've been on some of the lives.
Yep.
Well, I don't necessarily live close to the lake, and it costs money to go there. You got to get a room. It costs money for that. You're there, and you got 6 or 8 hours or however long you're fishing to try and catch something to achieve your goal. I'm very goal oriented.
Yeah.
So I'd hate to be there gabbing away and talking and miss a fish for that. Miss enough as it is,
Right.
It happens. I miss a lot of fish because I don't get to the pole in time. Because I'm talking.
Well, I tend to help my odds a little bit. I like to put the little bells, the jingle bells on the end of my rod so that I don't have to be fixated on them. I usually watch them anyways, but sometimes there's times when your rod will go down, especially a bigger fish, where he won't pull on it. The rod will just slowly bend and the bell will never go off. So you still do got to watch him with the bells. But a lot of times when we're joking around and, with the guys, it's nice to have the bell on. It gives you a heads up to turn around.
I don't
Ricky
like the
from Ricky
bells.
Creation sent me some nice bells with little lights on them.
There's
Yeah,
always some joker with a bell in his pocket ringing it, making you look thinking you got a fish. I don't like the bells.
that's Uncle Josh. Uncle Josh keeps one in his pocket, so every time it gets quiet, he jingles it, and everybody looks.
And I'm ready to
I
jump
do,
when I hear a bell.
Yeah,
I do that for Chris all the time. I'll jab the rail.
Hmm.
yeah.
When you're on the boat, when the rail moves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, I get him every time with that. Poor guy.
Uncle Jeep's in the house. And Catfish and Dreams. Welcome, Brandon.
Howdy.
He says, I'm down for fishing and margaritas.
That's another thing. I don't, I don't drink when I fish anymore. Like it just goes to being able to concentrate
Right.
Hmm.
and being focused. Plus my health is not that good, so I can't
Yeah.
afford to get dehydrated out there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I've never, because of the being a bass guy for so long, alcohol on a bass boat is like a no-no, it's like live bait. It just don't happen. And, so even in catfishing, when we're just sitting around, I can only think of one night where it was just hot and we went to somebody ran up to the store, Aaron, I believe, and picked up just a cold beer for me, and it hit the spot, and that was the end of it. But
Yeah.
I don't associate, going out fishing with getting intoxicated or having to drive home like that. And in the hot sun, it's really not good for you, anyways. It might taste good going down, but it really dehydrates you.
Yeah, it does. I mean, when I was young, my 20s and 30s, I wouldn't mind having a beer or whatever when I was out there fishing,
Hmm.
but not anymore. I'm not much of a drinker anymore at all.
Yeah. I can't imagine. It's probably been maybe 4 or 5 months since I've had a beer, and I have 3 Heineken sitting on the door of my refrigerator, and I haven't touched them. Let's see, I thought somebody say Chucky Morgan's in the house, Ace Catfishing's in the house. Thought I saw a question up here, so I'm scrolling. Laura said the red question marks are broken.
Okay. You mentioned your leg earlier. Do you want to talk about that?
About my leg,
Hmm.
it's like my ex-wife. It's gone.
Yeah. I'm
It's forgotten by this point. It's been
Yeah.
7 or 8 years since I lost it. I always tell people a different story though.
Hmm.
My new one is that I had to cut it off with my knife. I was wedged between a rock. Because people always look at me. They always say, "What happened to your leg?" And then they say diabetes. Down,
Yeah.
you know. And so now I tell them a different story every time. Snake bit. My wife ran me over.
Hmm.
You would jump in the
Whatever
Grand Canyon.
comes to mind at the time. But
You would jump in the Grand Canyon on your motorcycle.
Yeah, well, I never thought of that. But the truth is, I cut my foot on a shower head when we were on vacation in Mexico.
Mm.
The hotel had a loose drain, and it was right in the middle. And I sliced the bottom of my foot and didn't even realize it because, I've been a diabetic for years. I can't feel my feet. So later on in the day, we were doing the tourist thing, and I stepped off a curb, and I said, you know what? I think I broke my foot or something. it was starting to hurt a lot. So when we got back to the hotel, I took my shoe off, and oh, my sock was soaked in blood. And
Oh,
so I washed it and rinsed it, but it still took another day. We went to some wedding or some kind of event that night. Hobbled around and went home the next day, and that was still the weekend, so we had to wait till Monday before I could call the doctor. I should have just went to the emergency room like an idiot. I didn't. Took 3 days to see the doctor, and then he gave me some stuff, dress it with this and soak it with Epsom salts and other things, but it ended up getting infected, and ended up getting a blood infection, and they started chopping away. And seven operations later, I ended up without a leg, below the knee amputation.
real sorry to hear that.
Well, I've adapted, but it's been hard. But you get over it. What can you do?
Yeah.
My prosthetic, I've never been able to be good with it. It always hurts me. I get awful sores with it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably need a new one, but those things are expensive.
Yeah.
You can buy a new car for what you get a new prosthetic, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Those should be free.
Yeah.
They really should be.
Insurance should, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And most insurances won't even cover insulin for a diabetic,
Nope.
Yeah, I have always had a big battle. Not anymore though. They've gone down. I don't want to discuss politics on that, but
Yeah.
And they did cover $5,000 towards my prosthetic, and I had to pay $5,000 out of pocket. And it's pretty much the lower end of a very heavy and not too useful.
Yeah.
I use it still every once in a while, just I get in my head I'm going to start.
Yeah.
But it ends up being too painful. So I'll just rather use the chair.
So are you able to do most things that you could do before that, or have you learned how to deal, to get around with that, or?
Well, a hell of a lot shorter now. Oh, excuse me. That's the hardest thing, is I can't reach stuff anymore. Even like at work, the copy machine sits up high, the fax machine. I'm always jamming paper in there because simple things like that. I can't do.
Yeah.
I can do them, but I struggle with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw something the other day you didn't struggle with. That was a hummingbird. What was that about?
Oh yeah. That was the weirdest thing. I was outside taking a break. I was at work, and this hummingbird comes and lands right on the arm of my wheelchair. So I reached out my hand and he jumped right on there.
Huh.
Wow, he hung out with me
that.
for like 3 minutes, and then he just flew away. I don't know if he was tired or needed a rest or what. But he was very docile. I was petting him and everything.
Wow.
I thought he would fly away immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I never in a million years imagined he would get onto my hand.
That's awesome. That's cool.
I took a short video, but it was hard to video with, because I had my phone in my pocket. Hard to get your phone out and not scare the bird and
right. I was wondering how you did that without him flying away. For those that want to see that, if you haven't already, it's in the description. Tim's page link is on there, but there's a link to the hummingbird video as well.
Yeah.
You
I
really
think like
need
a good omen type thing, because that never happens to anybody. That never happens. I guess it does because it did, but I had never heard of it before in my life.
I've never heard of it, either.
But actually, since I posted that little short, I've gotten a few in my feed. I've gotten a few hummingbird things like that, so it does happen.
Yeah.
But
No,
I didn't feed it or give it water. I didn't have anything to give it, you know. He just
maybe
hung
he
out for
thought
a
you
while.
were
And then
sweet.
took off. What's that?
Maybe the bird thought you were sweet.
I guess.
They feed them sugar concoctions that you put in their feeders.
Yeah.
Say, Danny Stone's in the house.
Danny.
And I think I said it before, but Uncle Jeep is in the house.
Mhm.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, Tim. You, and it would have been last year, or maybe it was the year prior. It wasn't too long after I come into the community. Didn't you have a 1v1 versus two stands?
Oh yeah. I whooped him.
You whooped them?
Nothing more to be said. Yeah.
How'd that come about?
I don't really remember how it came about. We were talking and we were going to have a 1v1 and we had been talking about it, and he was going fishing that morning, which is of course 2 hours difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to him on the phone like at 3 o'clock, and I said, well, hey, you know what, I'm going down to the lake today, you know, give me some time and we'll have our 1v1. So
Mhm.
that's the way it kind of just happened in the spur of the moment.
And how many fish did you catch?
I think I caught like 12 or 13. I don't even remember.
Wow.
That's a lot.
It was in a short period of time. He was actually keeping up with me at first. He was even like 2 fish ahead of me.
Huh.
But then they were just hitting back to back to back to back to back that day. It was
Yeah.
glorious.
So then you smoked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we got to like 6 fish, I'd never looked back.
Well, that's great. Cockeyed catfish in the house. Welcome.
That was a long time ago. Huh? That probably was 2 years ago.
Yeah, you were with Chris that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the only
I
one that can put
remember
up with me.
that. So what else do you catch out there when you're fishing for the blues with Chris? Or I saw one of your videos you were with David.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dave fishes for walleye and white bass.
Yeah. You like fishing for them?
He's a fun guy.
Hmm.
I made a little video fishing with him on 4th of July,
Right.
I think last year or year before, I don't know.
Cool.
We had a blast. He's a good guy
I,
to be around.
let's see.
But I gotta be honest with you, fishing for walleyes, it's not as exciting. Huh?
Yeah.
I hope he's not watching because then he'll get upset.
Sorry.
They eat pretty darn good though.
Yeah.
Well, as I was going to say, they may not be the best fight in the world, but they're one of the better tasting freshwater fish.
Yeah. Dave's a good guy. You know what he does? He'll clean all of your fish for you. Bag them up.
Huh. Wow.
Well,
I think that day we limited out on walleyes. We came close.
Hmm.
So he filleted and cleaned them all right there. You know, there's a
Nice.
little sink there on at the boat not the boat ramp, but the dock.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So he got down and cleaned all the fish and like 26 white bass in just a few minutes. He's fast. Dave's
Wow.
an old meat cutter like me.
Yeah. Yeah. Buck Williams wants to know, Tim, what's your favorite snack? I don't know if that's
My
in
favorite
general
snack?
or when you're fishing.
Oh, that's a hard one. I like Pringles.
Yeah, I like
I
them.
like Lunchables. I like to
I'm
take
sorry, what was that?
Lunchables as a snack.
Oh,
I like to
Lunchables.
take
Okay.
Lunchables as a snack
Hmm.
because I have a lot of problems and they don't get me sick or anything. You know? As long
Yeah.
as you keep them cold.
Hmm.
Of course, I like any kind of chips, Doritos or
Yeah.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Cheetos. Not Cheetos so much because they get your hands all dirty when you're
I
fishing.
know. It gets caked on too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
What about bologna?
I eat bologna, but not much.
How do you eat your bologna? Fried or cold?
Both.
Hmm.
I have
We used to
a
here in Albuquerque. Here in Albuquerque, we had a company that's called Schwartzman's, and they put out a bologna. It was called Coronado bologna. Best bologna you ever had. Ring bologna or sliced bologna or stick
uh-huh.
bologna. They made it
Mhm.
all. And later on, they sold out to Bar S, another huge company.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
But
Chris
Tommy
has
never
a
went to
bad.
statement.
right. What does
I'm
that
sorry.
say?
Chris has a statement. He says your favorite snack is whatever he has on his boat.
Yeah, that's true. Chris always does. That's one thing. He always brings snacks and drinks and
Nice.
Mhm. I think it was your
sometimes
last
chicken.
outing with Chris. Jens was doing karaoke.
Oh,
So,
Chris likes to.
do
He
you like
likes to
music?
sing. Yes, of course.
What do you like?
I like everything.
You like disco?
A little bit. There's a few
Yeah.
songs from back in the day that I
Mhm.
liked.
Did you used to disco?
No, that was a little before my time.
I don't know. How, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 54. What happened here? It went dark
Disco
on us.
wasn't before your time. I'm 58 and
Well,
disco.
disco was in the 70s, and I was born
Yeah.
in like 67,
Yeah.
so I was just a little
Se-
kid. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah. It was like 79 when disco kind of was at its fame.
I think 79 when it died.
I
Yeah.
would put you like 13 or something.
Yeah. So I
I was,
remember
I
when,
was, I didn't really like disco back then, but
Yeah.
I got to appreciate a lot of the songs afterward.
yeah. Well, there's one disco song that to me
Dancing
is,
Queen. Was that your favorite?
No, it's a gay song.
I don't
the,
know any of them songs. That was
the
before
one,
my time.
the one song to me that like epitomizes what I didn't like about disco was the song "Ring My Bell" by Anita Ward. That to me is nails on a chalkboard. Her voice is so high, and I just cringe when I hear that song.
My
Mm,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather hear
Ring
you
my
sing it than her. Hey,
I
Aaron
like
has
those
a question.
little musical things that go pew pew on that song.
Pew, 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 pew.
Aaron has
What is Aaron saying here?
says, Tim, do you ever think you and Jodi will do a 1v1? And what would you bet for her to be if she lost?
Wow.
Wow. I have an idea, but I don't know that I can say it on this family show.
Hmm. What could I put Tim in?
It's going to get interesting.
Hmm.
There's a good chance you could lose. You haven't been doing too well in those 1v1 things.
Uh,
So,
I've been
speaking
doing
of
pretty
that,
good.
Jodi, didn't I see you deliver a meal to Lee Evans during the gathering?
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, you called Lee Evans daddy.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
So how'd that come about?
um, I
didn't
challenged
hear.
him to a cornhole game,
Oh, okay.
and I
I didn't
I
hear.
didn't know he could play. Well, he jumped on it. I should have known it was a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're too willing, then yeah.
And
Cockeyed. Go ahead.
He got his
if I
revenge from the
won,
makeup.
if I won, he had to shave his mustache,
Okay.
and if he won, I had to be a servant for 2 hours. So I had to make his plate and bring it to him, and tuck a napkin in and say, "Is that all, Daddy?" Yeah.
Well, Cockeyed Catfish says, "Oh no, not the Saran Wrap challenge."
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. He's got to go into detail.
You don't want him to do that. Trust
Why?
me. Not on the live, you don't.
I never heard of
How did you know, Cockeyed?
it.
Well, basically, it involves you wearing nothing but Saran Wrap.
That's
Yeah.
worse than the apron challenge.
Yeah. Let's see. TVA, welcome. Jodi, have him sing La Chona live.
Yeah,
Am
Tim.
I saying that right?
No, hold on. Let me look at this. La Chona. I don't know that song.
There you go. Buck Williams has a thing at cake parties back in the day. We used disco albums to start the bonfires.
Everybody hated disco, but there was a lot of good stuff. The Bee Gees were pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when Saturday Night Fever came out, it was rated, I don't know if it was rated R or PG, but that was like considered very risque at the time. And my mother had to go with my sister so she could go see it. I had no interest at the time, but yeah, I just remember that, like them thinking, "Oh my God, this movie is really pushing it." Nowadays, that's mild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can vaguely remember your parents having to go with you to the theaters.
Yeah,
Now it's like a free for all.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
I
see,
think
Mike's fishing.
the last time my mom took me to the theater, we went to see Star Wars at the Chinese theater there in Los Angeles when we were on vacation over there or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
it was a great experience. But it was Grom's Chinese Theater or something like that it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's
That
fishing home.
was awesome.
Yes, we did talk about the hummingbird. The video link is in the description if you want to go back and watch it. But yes, we did touch on that already. He's saying he thought that the video was cool. He wanted to know if we had talked about it yet.
Yeah. He also likes the Cheeto video. I've heard Mike talk about that quite a bit.
Yeah, Mike's obsessed with the Cheeto video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
But
were to
thank
go,
you, Mike, because you got me a few subs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I'm at. I think like 360 or something like that. I don't pay attention to much.
well, as of about an hour ago, you were 364. So we have Tim's link is first in our description as our guest is every week. So if you're not sub to Tim, please go ahead and check out his page and give him a like and a sub and a comment. We would all appreciate it.
I haven't really pushed it much because I haven't been able to get out there and make content. I've been between my health and
Right.
the COVID and everything that's gone on.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get more videos out more frequently, but I haven't been able to. I mean, I even bought a nice Sony camera, which takes great video, by the way.
Nice. Now, I saw on your videos, and I remembered this when it came out because I've been following you for a long time. You were one of the first guys that said hello to me when I was new on the scene, and I think I was in Chunky's chat and you said hello to me. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
kind of following you along since then. I appreciate that. And I saw that you fished with Justin. Now, was he Judy Booty or was he Darla?
No, he's Jodi.
Judy, okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Figured Justin, Judy, it's probably him. But you guys did a bank video. How'd that go?
We didn't catch anything. The river was raging that day.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to use the bait boat,
Mm-hmm.
but the river took it away.
Huh.
It couldn't. It wasn't powerful enough to handle the strong current. So Justin had to get in after it. I wasn't able to maneuver it into the sticks and trap it there, and Justin had to go waist deep to get it.
Huh. But Missy Kennedy's in the house. Welcome, Missy. And she said, Jodi, have you seen the zebra donuts yet?
No, hadn't seen them. I quit eating zebra cakes. They don't taste good to me no more now. When I went those months without them, I don't even like them now. They taste all waxy.
Huh.
I
haven't had them in months either, but that's because of my sugar. I'm a type 2 diabetic, Tim. So
me too.
My A1C on my last visit wasn't very favorable. So I'm kicking off all the treats. Everything's gone. I'm really buckling down and trying to get on the right side of it at this point.
Well, one of my doctors was still mad at me, and the other one pretty much wants to kiss me on the mouth because my A1C went from a 13 to a 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, mine was 12.1 back in March, and that was the highest it's ever been. It had been 10.4, 10.8 a couple of times, and when she got to 12, she was not very pleased, and she told me that she was going to. She says, obviously, the medication that we're giving you isn't working. So, what's that?
I can't figure out. I'm like in the shadow or something.
You're fine.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh. But yeah, so she, my doctor told me that she was going to start me on insulin that afternoon, and I told her no. I said, "You give me one more, 90 days. I'm going to fix this." So I'm 2 months in. I got another month to go before I go back. But
well,
I think
between insulin and any medication they might give you, insulin's a better option. I'll tell you that right now.
Huh.
There's less side effects, less damage to you.
Okay.
All those pills, those metformins and
I
all those
take
that they
that
give
one.
you,
Mm-hmm.
they build up in your liver. That's what ruined my liver.
Huh. Wow.
And they build up in your liver, and then one day they just kind of release and mess you all up.
Mm-hmm.
None of the medication that's over the counter for diabetes is good. That's prescribed right now, not over the counter.
Huh.
Insulin's more natural, and it's a better
Right.
a better fix. It's kind of a hassle. It's easier just to pop a pill and go on with your day.
Right.
But insulin's a better way to go. I would advise it.
Okay. Well, hopefully, my goal is to get to a point where I can get off all of it altogether.
Yeah, that'd be good. I've been a diabetic since I was 20 years old, probably. So I've been through it all.
There's a couple comments in chat. CVA said it's the big dog, Tim Molina. And Has said it's time to bring disco back. Tim, do you want to collab with me and Chris on a song?
Yeah, I'll write the lyrics. I'll write the lyrics. You can put the beat, and Chris will sing it.
All right.
really can't
Apparently,
say.
I've missed a question, and I'm going back to see what it was.
Is Creole in the house? By any
I have
chance?
not seen Jeremy yet. No.
Oh,
Solo Texan
glad-
had a question. Ricky wants to know, when are you going to come fishing with him?
When are you gonna invite me?
I think he just did.
There you go.
Where would we fish? I'd love to spend a day just hanging out and chatting and fishing, even if it was on the bank.
Well, there you go, Ricky. And no, Ricky, you're not a nobody. I just didn't see it because sometimes I miss things in the chat, even though I try my hardest to get
But
on
if it's
them.
in West Texas, if it's in the summertime, I'd rather go at night or wait till the fall when it cools down. I gotta be honest with you, Ricky. I love you, but that West Texas sun is hot.
Yeah.
Probably not even hotter than it is over here. But
Stay off the hook outdoors in the house. And I'm sorry I missed your question the first time, Ricky.
He's sorry missed the first 5 times.
You live in Lubbock, right?
Yeah. Yes, I believe he does. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a 6-hour drive for me. Not bad.
Has there been anybody else in the catfish community that you've fished with?
Not really. James Albaugh.
James, cool guy.
Yeah.
Just because he's part of the group down here.
What about Fishing Chick? I know she tries to get over that way. She's been over a couple of times.
Yeah, Fishing Chick's a good friend.
Nice.
She's been here a couple times. The one time, I haven't had much luck fishing with her though. The one time we went, I got sick, and then I passed out on the boat. Her and Chris had me like weekend at Bernie's there, flopping around.
Yeah.
And while they had their day and fished, but no, thank God she was there because she was able to drive me home. I would have never made it. I would have killed myself probably on the road.
Wow.
And the other time, I think I got sick again, but it wasn't as bad. But I had actually gone and got a room and everything and stayed the night. And the next day I couldn't get up to fish. I was just not up to it.
Huh. Well, Ricky answered you. He says the door has always been open, bro. Tim, you should have my number. Yes, in Lubbock.
Yeah, but where do you fish in Lubbock? That's what I want. What's around there? I really don't know. Lubbock's a cool town too. I like Lubbock. It's kind of like Albuquerque in a way.
See, I was telling Ricky, we chatted one day when I sent him out some stickers, but as a kid, I've been to Lubbock. Friends of mine, when I was real small, 6, 7, 8, something like that, they lived in Midland, Texas. And they had family that we went and visited up in Lubbock. So I've been there, but it was in the very early 70s.
Yeah. Midland, you wouldn't know Midland, Odessa right now. It's huge compared to the way it was because of the oil boom.
Yeah. Well, that's why my friends moved there from Boston. Their father, worked for Exxon, and he got transferred out there. Uncle Josh is in the house. Some old man outdoors in the house saying hello.
Howdy.
Josh. Anyway, Creole last night was talking about hydration. This is what I drink. It's kind of like a.
Huh.
So we get it at the Mexican store here, but I think we get it at Walmart. It's kind of like a Pedialyte for adults.
Oh wow!
It doesn't mess with your sugar too much, and I cut it with a little bit of water because it's a little strong, but it's awesome to rehydrate you.
Oh, good.
It has to be drank cold. It has to be drank cold with ice or very cold. Yuck.
Seguero Bagre's in the house.
Guerrero Bagre.
And Chunky Cat's Fishing's driving home, my friends. Welcome, Chunky.
Hey, Elston. What else can I tell you? I don't know. I'm a pretty simple guy.
I think Cockeyed Catfish said, rumor has it that Tim Molina has been 3 feet in the air in a boat with Chris Flores. Just saying.
It's true. I'll confirm that rumor. Chris is a mad dog on the way home, on the way back. He's like a horse. I don't know if you've ever been on a horse that after you've been riding him all day and you're a fat guy and he just wants to go back to the corral because he's tired of carrying you. That's the way Chris is when you come back to the boat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you come back to the ramp.
Yeah.
I'm like 40 miles an hour in that pontoon. Usually the wind's kicking up and you're hitting the waves high.
Yeah.
He's bouncing around a few times.
What are we saying here? Randall Rhino's in the house. Welcome, Randall.
Howdy.
Solo says, we have 2 good fishing lakes, the White River and Allen Henry, about 45 minutes to an hour away. Buffalo Lake here in Lubbock is good for striped bass and channel cats. That sounds like fun.
Do you recall, Ricky? Maybe we can set it up. Either before it gets too hot, which I don't know if it's already too late, or after it cools down.
Let's say Uncle
I know you're
Josh
working
says,
days now.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Josh says, let me tell you how awesome Tim Molina is. He ordered a custom knife from me and then gifted it to somebody that was in need of one. So awesome. From Uncle Josh.
Mm-hmm.
But now Uncle Josh don't talk to me. I try to order another one and he doesn't want to respond.
Uh-oh.
He's like, I put all that work into that knife and you just gave it away.
Well, I'll tell you, Josh knows this. I won one of his knives in Bex's 1K giveaway. And I love the knife so much that I've never used it. I don't want to cut. It's too nice to cut bait with.
Well, see, that was my thing. It was so nice. I said, when am I ever going to use this? I'm not going to want to use it. And a knife should be used,
Yeah.
So I gave it to pretty much my best friend, my oldest childhood friend, who has use of it.
Well, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
2 Stands is in the house. He says, I can't believe I'm late. I took a Jodi nap and just woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Stan, I almost missed a show. I fell asleep when I got home from work. And I woke up just a few minutes before 8, which is what, 10 you guys are saying.
Mm-hmm.
So those Jodi naps are contagious.
Hey, Uncle Josh says, no way, man. I haven't gotten a message from you, brother. Message me. I got you. So reach out to Uncle Josh.
Mm-hmm.
See how I shamed him on national TV here? So he had to... No, I'm just kidding, Josh. You're heck with that.
Say, Cause says, I can't wait to get a Josh knife, and I'm using it.
Just don't use it on me, Cause. Sometimes I see that twinkle in your eye, and it scares me.
All right, we've gotten a little over the hour. Are you all right, Tim, or do you need to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
Why don't you tell us what you think you got lined up for your channel this year? You're going to get out with Chris some more, or David, or try to do some things, or what do you got?
I haven't talked to David in over a month, but I'll be fishing with Chris next weekend, I think.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I wish it was this weekend, but next weekend's good because my wife's going to Mexico, so I'll be free and I don't have to worry about anything.
Nice. Yeah, I know David's been on some fish. I've seen a bunch of the pictures that he's been posting of some of the trips he's had. They've been catching a lot of fish on his boat.
Yeah. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
But he's a little squeamish when it comes to catfish. He'll tell
Yeah.
you himself.
Huh.
We make fun of him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a nice boat. Very nice boat.
That
He has
might
this
be
little
why he
raft.
doesn't want to fish.
He has
Maybe
this
he doesn't
little
want to
raft
get
that he
it
puts.
up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has that little raft that he puts in, and I can just drive my wheelchair right onto the boat,
Mm-hmm.
straight off the dock,
Nice.
which is really nice. Because then I get to sit in my own chair and move around while I'm fishing.
Mm-hmm. Nice. A cockeyed catfish says, I've also heard that Jodi's 51-pound blue cat shared her beautiful smile. Just saying. Yep. That was a beautiful picture, Jodi. I'm so
No, he
happy for
made
you.
one. Cockeyed made
He-
one of me and that fish with my teeth in its mouth.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
see
a
that
funny
one.
picture.
Yeah.
It
Somehow I
was a
missed
funny
that
picture.
one. Let's see. Trying to see. Oh, tell us about the balloon festival that you go to.
Oh, and Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is a big event here in New
Mm-hmm.
Mexico. Throughout the world, actually. It's the most photographed event in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. It
Would
goes
you
on for
would
about a
you
week.
ever go up in one of those balloons if you had the opportunity?
I never have. I did have the opportunity a while back. I had some friends who owned a balloon.
Uh-huh.
But to be honest with you, they were all alcoholics, and I didn't trust them to get on the balloon with them
Yeah.
while they're drinking champagne at 4 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because that's kind of
yeah.
the balloon community with what they do. A lot of them.
Huh.
It's a big party atmosphere. You know?
Kind of like the Kentucky Derby kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. There's
I
just
wouldn't. They say it doesn't. That you don't feel anything. You don't. You know. You
yeah.
don't feel the wind. You're in the wind. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Taking you up.
Huh. There's
So
just
it's kind of like
something about being in a wicker basket that I don't I
yeah.
don't think I could do it.
There's a local guy well, there's
Look
a
how you
few,
cut
but
my
there's
teeth.
one who does guides for that.
Oh, there it
He's crazy.
is. That's some talent right there.
And look at this one they sent me. You know, Taylor
Oh,
got her 41-pounder and it
Kelly,
smacked her
yep,
in the back of the head.
yep.
That's what he zoomed up on her.
Giving her a
Right.
love tap.
Yeah, right when look at her face, right when it smacked her.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. He's something,
Jodi
I
did
tell
her hair
you.
for tonight. Did you notice?
Do what?
You did your hair for tonight. You never had your hair that way. I want to feel special.
So Angler of the Vills in the house. And I'm not sure what stands, I guess, to your picture. Go ahead and lift that catfish, I dare you, the one with your teeth.
Yeah.
Guerrero Bagre says, I've been in a hot air balloon. It's amazing, honestly.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, my ex went up in one over the Grand Canyon. She had an aunt out in Arizona, and they went over to do that. And she said it was wonderful. It's just, I don't know. Call me a chicken, but I don't want to get in one of them baskets.
yeah.
It's nice when you go to the festival here, especially in the
Yeah.
morning. You go, you sit and they start to light them all up and they all glow. At night, they have a little thing called a balloon glow, where the balloons get out there and they don't go in the air. They just fire up the thing and it lights up all the different colors.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty
Nice.
neat event. It's expensive though.
Yeah.
They've gotten so expensive, so commercialized.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was gonna buy this last year, the poster because they had a Roadrunner theme
Uh-huh.
and a Coyote and Roadrunner theme for the poster.
Yeah.
Right.
The print was $75,
Wow.
and I was like, "This is $75 for a cartoon, basically."
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
And then they had the paintings or whatever, and they were like more, you know, that's like a month's, that's like a house payment or something.
Mm.
Crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Sometimes I mean, artists gotta live, but they think too much of their work, especially for a print.
Right.
I
Yeah.
would have thought, like the calendar was like $40 or something like that.
Huh.
Just a calendar with balloon pictures every month.
Yeah.
That's all
Mm-hmm.
I have to say.
Solo says Albuquerque used to have a nice zoo and some neighborhoods of old pastel colored adobe homes that I found very interesting when I was young. Do they still exist?
Yes. Yeah, really do have a nice zoo here.
Hmm. All right.
What we need is a huge lake. Somebody should have had the foresight to make a big lake here in town years ago. Too late now.
He said, Cockeyed said, 2 stands. Jodi could catfish people with that, post pics of herself, and then send the catfish on the blind date.
Mm.
That's funny.
Uh, Mike says, not getting me up there unless a pop-up hang glider strapped on. And
Mm-hmm.
still, that's a maybe.
Yep.
I think the hang glider would be more dangerous than the balloon. The main danger of a balloon is hitting like power lines or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
drifting into power lines, not paying attention, or
right.
not able to get the lift to go over them or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the main danger. Extreme high winds, I guess, but they'll just carry you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a thing here where they have a competition where they put a flag in the middle of the river and they come down and they have to splash on the river
Huh.
and get that flag. It's a
Yeah.
pretty cool thing.
Huh.
Get some good pictures.
Say, Buck Williams asks, Tim ever seen Bugs Bunny making a wrong turn in Albuquerque?
Not in a long time.
Yeah, I saw another comment here. 2 Stand says, I don't mind the wicker basket. It's the basket being 1,000 feet in the air that gets me. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mhm. I sent a comment earlier. Did you give 2 Stands his Mountain Dew hoodie?
Which one?
I didn't know he had more than one.
Oh, I think you should ask 2 Stands that, not me.
I think he wrote it in a comment.
If he did, I
Well,
didn't see it. I can scroll back up.
I've never known him to lie. Put it that way.
Where did you find a Mountain Dew hoodie at? You just Googled it and found it?
Yeah, was gonna. It was a joke. I was gonna put that. Send it with a letter saying that that we accepted it to be his sponsor. But I didn't want to break the tongue.
Mhm.
Congratulations, Mountain Dew is now your sponsor or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I didn't have the heart to do it.
I kind of did a prank like that one time, and they got mad at me. I had a neighbor who was all the time throwing his cabbages up to my face about how big and pretty they was, bigger than mine. So I made this big fancy certificate and had Food City on it, and mailed it to them, and had a letter, and uh, how they wanted to buy his cabbages and wanted him to start doing farming for him.
Uh-huh.
And it looked real. I ain't gonna say. I mean, it looked really real. He went around and showed that to I don't know how many people. And
Huh.
then it got back to him. I made it up, and he never talked to me again. He
When you said
bragged on
throwing his
that.
cabbages, when you
Yeah.
said throwing his cabbages up to me, I thought maybe that was like a Tennessee saying or something. I didn't realize you were actually talking about cabbages.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, Tim. My cabbages are bigger than your cabbages. That must be a Tennessee thing.
Is a gar. We
And
always.
that sounds like a euphemism or something you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how we say something about our PB catfish around here? It's your PB garden.
Yeah. That's like the people that have those big pumpkin chunking things, with those 200, 300-pound pumpkins that they grow.
Yeah. We actually do that here also. 1,400-pound pumpkin.
Wow.
Pumpkin contest. Yeah. My cousin's been winning it.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Tinkerbell's in the house. Welcome, Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell's my sister from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. She's a
My
sweet one.
adopted.
They say Cockeyed says, sounds like the hot air balloon would be safer than boating with Chris Flores.
But it's not as fun. It's a blast to
Yeah.
fish with Chris Flores.
Yeah.
You'll never hear me say one bad thing about that guy.
So some old man outdoors says, Jodi, you are so mean, and I like it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I even mailed it to him through the post office.
Duggar says, my cabbages bring all the girls to the yard. And Cali King
Only when you're inside.
916. Cali King's in the house.
Howdy.
Who?
Cali King 916.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly King. I don't know who that is.
Cali King. CALI. KING,
Oh.
right?
Yep.
I still don't know who that is. But nice to meet you.
And Joyce Stewart is in the house. Hey, y'all. Welcome. All right. Aaron has another question. Who catches more fish, Tim or Chris?
Well, Chris is kind of the gentleman. He lets you catch the fish,
Mm-hmm.
But I still say he probably catches more.
That's like me. I let Aaron catch all the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Outdoors Addiction, Jesse. Hello, Jesse. Welcome.
Howdy.
Yeah, we always tease Aaron because we say he can't catch a fish unless you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of nights he's been fishing down there. I've gotten tired and come up to the house or had something going on. He didn't fare as well. So I must be his good luck charm.
Yep.
One of these nights I'm going to tell him I want Pinky's hole.
What it is when you leave, he gets in the truck and falls asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Watches the rocks from the truck.
Yep.
Yep.
He's not as quick as he once was. So when that rod goes down, you're in the truck. You got to be quick. And he's missed a bunch of bites sitting in the truck. And I know, I tell you, it was cold. There were some nights it got down into the 30s with the wind blowing. It was kind of miserable down there.
Mm-hmm.
But still beats anything else we had going on. So we'll keep doing it.
Aaron's a good guy, though. He's got a big heart.
Yep.
Got a big mouth sometimes, but so do I.
Yep. Let's see. Duggar says Chris catches more fish swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I'm waiting for the 1v1 versus Duggar.
Let's Chris could net a flathead in a mud puddle. Oh wait, he did. So you got a 1v1 versus Duggar?
No, but I'm waiting for it to happen.
Call him out.
There's your chance. Call him out.
Mm-hmm.
He won't even give me his address.
Surely
I've been
the
trying to get
alien's
busy.
not going to run. Mr. Dagger.
Where are you?
The alien's not going to run, is he?
Let's see. We could instigate this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I invited him to go fishing last time with us, and he turned us down. He wigged out on us.
I think he's accepted. It says it's on, you young whippersnapper. Now, Duggar, is he in Colorado? Do I remember that right?
No, Duggar lives, I believe, in Santa Fe, which is just north of me.
Oh, I thought
Less
I
than
remember
an
him
hour,
saying
yeah.
something about Colorado one night. Okay, good. All right, well, you two work that out and let us know when it's going to be.
Duggar lives over there with
Let
the
us
rich
know if
people.
you make any side bets. The rich people? Oh. Let's see. Uncle Josh is offering you his address if you need it.
I never go anywhere I'm not invited, Josh.
Yeah.
That's my number one rule in life.
All right. Well, if anybody's got any other questions for Tim, go ahead and put them in now. As we've been almost going on an hour and a half now. So
Mm-hmm.
Tim was gracious with his time. We don't want to keep him up too late.
It's not late here. I haven't even had my dinner. It's only 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. You're well behind us.
What time do you
Yeah.
eat dinner?
Well, I usually eat at 5, but I fell asleep today. Like I was telling you, I wasn't lying. I really did fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if you had supper.
Supper, dinner, I don't know what the difference is.
Mm-hmm.
The cockeyed says we'll have to impound Duggar's spaceship so he doesn't run out on the challenge.
I'm not getting into this. Dagger, quit giving me flowers.
So
I think
Duggar
his
says,
spaceship is a
go ahead, Tim.
1973 Cadillac.
Duggar says, wrong address, Josh. I am moving. All right. Let's see. See if there's anything else. Uncle Josh, I do it all the time. Right, Tom? I'm not sure what that's in reference to. All right. There's Stan is actually conceding that Tim whooped me like a piñata at a birthday party, the last 1v1 I did against him. Stan, we talked about that earlier in the show. We did mention that, and Tim said basically the same thing. He crushed you.
That was the first thing we talked about, Stan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whispered Dreams, Ricky. I'm sorry, Jodi, go ahead.
I have to know Aaron's questions answer.
Let me get to that one. Or if you have it, go ahead and read it. I haven't seen it.
It is Tim. Everyone has that one pet peeve that gets on your nerves. What's yours?
Avid. No, just kidding. That's a joke. I like Avid.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it.
The one pet peeve that gets on my nerves. Fake people, I guess, that is what gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
BSers. I like people who are
Yep.
real. I like to be close to people who are real. Sometimes even if they don't share my values or whatever, at least they're honest about where they're coming from
Right.
and how they do.
Yeah.
I like you, Aaron. You shoot from the hip. I always know where you stand on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If I ask you a question, I mean an honest question, I know I'm going to get an honest response. That's what I like. And people who aren't like that, who either they blow smoke or they, they don't give, they're fickle or they don't. I don't like that. That's my pet peeve.
Mm-hmm.
In my job, I got to read through a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. Yeah, you don't have to agree with everybody as long as you can have a good, trusting relationship. It don't matter if you agree on everything.
That's right. That's everybody has their own opinion and their own way of doing things.
Yep.
Some people think the way you do and act the way you do.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, have a totally different belief system, but if
Yep.
they're honest about what they believe, then you can come together and at least have a conversation
Right.
or some kind of relationship or whatever. Otherwise, you really can't. It's all superficial.
Right. Yeah, and if you're had the same beliefs and you agreed with everything with people, then you'd have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
You just sit there nodding your head. Yep. Let's see. Avid says, "Don't worry, Bigfoot has his spaceships impounded."
Thank you, Evan. I was picking on Avid because
Yeah. So Ricky says mayflies are hatching here. Yeah, I believe I started to see a few. One night we were down the dock and Aaron had this purple light on, his black light, and it got so bad that the mayflies were attracted to that purple light so bad that you couldn't even see it anymore.
Nope.
We had to take a broom and sweep it off. There were so many mayflies on that. You couldn't see purple anymore. They were just bugs.
They'll burn that light too if you don't knock them off of it. I had them burn all my lanterns.
Huh.
We put film on it, and it never did work right after that. Probably about 2 more times, and it wouldn't even charge again.
Huh.
So, I've seen one mayfly. Oh, that's Aileen. Heidi, how you doing?
Aileen, welcome to my kitchen in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Aileen has a new video out. She put out today. I haven't had the opportunity to watch it, but I am going to go back and see that. I believe it's the first in her signature meal series that she did for Backwoods Mindset. I'm looking forward to watching that later on this evening or tomorrow morning.
Is Michelle going to plan on doing a lot of more videos?
As a matter of fact, she was working on one this afternoon. I don't know if she wants me to reveal it, but yes, she's going to start to get into more. She did just, I can tell you this because I don't think she filmed it, but she did put it on Facebook. We were lucky enough that Telly from Hooks and Hammocks had brought us some jalapeno pepper jelly. And I complained to Michelle that we were out of it. We ran out, and Michelle said, well, maybe I'll try making it. So she got with Telly, and they were going back and forth, and Michelle got all the ingredients, and she made it. So it's in the resting process, and it'll be ready in the morning. And Michelle has made the English toasting bread that she uses on the breakfast sandwich
Mm-hmm.
for me, and I am going to do a taste testing for her, and I think she's going to film that. So we can send that to Telly, and I'm looking forward to it. I love
I
that
like
jelly
to
that
watch
she
those
sent.
cooking shows. I like to
I'm sorry,
watch
what's that? You're a little broken.
all those cooking
Yeah.
channels. I like to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mike Chavez.
Yeah, that's good. Oh,
That
Mike
guy
has
makes me
some great
hungry.
stuff.
He always posts like right in the
Yep.
morning, right before I have breakfast.
Yeah, his videos make me hungry for sure. I don't watch him on an empty stomach. But yeah, um, Mike had wanted to come out here. We had talked about it. We actually had it set up for him to come out, and he was going to do a collaboration video with Michelle cooking in the kitchen, and before Ma had her accident, and obviously that's on hold now. But hopefully there'll be a day when they both can come out here and we can do that. And Michelle was
He's
looking forward to it.
he's a good guy. I'd like to meet him one day.
Oh yeah, yep.
Not just maybe like at CatCon or something. That would be nice, but
Uh-huh.
I'd like to maybe go fishing with him or just hang
Yeah,
out for a little bit.
yeah. We were lucky enough. They came here and got to fish off the dock. Well, Mike came and fished off the dock. Ma wasn't feeling good that morning, uh, but he came over and fished with us for the afternoon, and he didn't catch any big blues. And I was feeling kind of bad. He caught channel cats, which we don't normally catch here, and he was kind of happy about that because he doesn't catch a whole lot of channel cats where he fishes. They're mostly blues, and but we had a wonderful afternoon fishing, and we had a really great time. And I'll tell you, I got to experience his cooking. The first time he came, he invited us over to where he was staying, and he had a cookout he invited me and one ton, and we had a great time. And but he made his famous ribs on this. He brought the grill, the smoker and everything, and he did the ribs like he does. And I tell you, he made a smoked catfish. He had caught a couple of fish, and he put them on the smoker, and oh my God, it was mouthwatering. It was delicious. So when it got to be time to leave, everybody was. He's like, "Here, you guys take this. The refrigerator here, in the place that that they were staying in." He says, "Isn't that big? I certainly he couldn't eat all that food." So Art and Josh, and they're all grabbing the ribs, and I said, nobody touched that catfish. I said, I know that's coming with me. So that's what I brought home from there. It was one of the nicest tasting pieces of fish I'd ever had.
Think about Mike. He's a consummate professional. Everything he does right.
Yep. He's a nice
Whether it's
man.
a simple or a complex thing, he does it right.
Yeah. Well, I hope you do get to meet him. I know you'd enjoy spending time with Mike.
There she is.
Jen's back.
I had a coughing spell.
All right. Let's see. Solo says, "Good night, everyone. 4 a.m. comes quickly. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 hosts and awesome guests. 3 of my favorite people.
Good night, Ricky.
Mi hermano, Tim Molina." Good night, Ricky. So, Jodi, what do you got going on tomorrow night?
I've got the Flathead Challenge. I may have a spot or two open if anybody's interested. We'll start at 10 p.m. and run to 2 a.m. Friday, I may be going live with somebody else. Just depends on their waters, if it's in their weather.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll definitely stay out all night. Tomorrow night, I'm going to Kingston to my old Flathead holes. I don't know if I'll catch any there or not, but I'm going to give it a try.
All right.
I think Jodi has overtaken Stan as the most busy person on YouTube.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, every night she's somewhere.
Uh,
You know, on somebody's show or on her own, or
yeah.
it's only
Danny's in the
Wednesday.
house.
This is only the third time.
Danny
Yeah.
says that's her. She's the crazy lady that keeps everybody up on Thursday nights.
Hmm. I love fishing. I mean, I have
She's
to
I go
work.
to Hog Legs. She's there in the middle of the
Mhm.
night.
Yeah.
She's with Ernie the next day, or not Ernie, but Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's everywhere. And then she still does her guests, at least one guest show a day, or if not her own show.
Yep.
It's amazing. I don't know where you get all that energy.
I
That's
don't
some
never
pent up
see it.
energy.
I
It's
know.
getting kind of caught up with me. I've been falling asleep on shows, remember?
Yeah.
I've been getting off of them before I fall asleep now. I've been able to catch it.
Yeah. Well, I know there was one night we had been on and we had gone kind of late, and Jodi said, "Well, I'm really tired. I'm going to get off here." And, once we had ended, she didn't stick around, and I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, have a great night, thanks." And I don't know, about 20 minutes later, she was on Mike's home fishing page live. She just couldn't help herself. She saw somebody was live, and she just couldn't take it.
I probably slept 5 minutes and woke up, and
Yeah.
that was it.
All right. Let's see if we have anybody else.
What about you, Tom? What do you have planned for the future? Anything
Mhm.
interesting coming up?
I think Art and Josh. I haven't got back to Josh. If you're still here, they're going to fish in Palmetto's Iron Cat Championship Tournament of Champions, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
And they wanted to come over here and fish if we had nothing going on. So that's Saturday night at 6. So I don't know if I'll be a Joey or just hanging out, but that's
Mhm.
that's the next thing on the agenda. We have a guest coming in for the weekend of June the 9th, I believe. I don't know if that's public knowledge yet, so I don't want to divulge that. And we also have guests coming over the 4th of July, and I believe this is public knowledge, so I think it's been brought up. So we have Amy Lee and her husband will be joining us. Or Amy Evans. I'm sorry, Amy Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband, Lee, will be joining us
Mm-hmm.
for the 4th of July. They're going to come fish the dock and hang out with us for a couple of days.
You better set a rule up that he cannot push her out of the way for the rods on the dock.
We're going to give her every opportunity to put some fish on the dock.
Mm-hmm.
So if that means pushing him out of the way, that's what we got to do. We got to do. Okay, Uncle Josh says, "Okay, now I'm going to sleep." LOL.
Yeah.
Good night, Josh.
99.
Yep, he has an early call in the morning too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
do I. I got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
All
Let's see.
right.
We've been about an hour and 45 minutes. I believe it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds good. My butt's starting to hurt.
Mine too.
Well, you got anything in closing? Anything we didn't discuss, or anything you want to talk about, Tim?
Just thank everybody for coming. I'm sorry I couldn't see chat to see everybody's comments.
Yeah, we've tried to
Appreciate
get them
you
all.
supporting.
We still have 31 people watching.
You can go back and watch it probably tomorrow and read them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. YouTube has gotten for me so busy that if I miss it, it's probably missed unless it's very, 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 very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's always somebody on, and I mean, I used to try and catch everybody, and right now I'm just kind of
It's
eating up
impossible.
too much of my time.
Yeah, I found it impossible to try to stay up with everybody. And you want to support all the awesome channels, and there's just not enough hours in the day to watch everybody and comment on them. And
That's
It was a
true.
little easier when I was working from home, but because I could pop in and out and
yeah,
stay up all night with the other guys, and now that I'm back to the office, it's a little crazy. I can't do it. I have to reserve my energy for my work day too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know we like to help people that are close to milestones, and Bobcat Outdoors, Bumpin' Bob Britt. He's, as of this morning, he was about 30 hours shy. He has the 1K, and he was about 30 hours shy of having the 4,000 hours. So if you're out there and you got time, or you're getting ready to go to bed and you want to pop his channel in, give him some watch hours, that would be greatly deserved. Bobcat's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. And he made My Awesome stickers. Apart from fishing, he has that business, graphics business, and he does great work on shirts and stickers and stuff like that. So he's a great asset to the community. So if anybody's looking for something to watch, go back. He put out another video today, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Give him some watch time. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yep.
All right. I guess we can. You see something?
No, I'm on my phone and I'm on 5% now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm drawing down a little bit too. It's like Miss Michelle just put his link up in the chat. He's in the description as well as I think Chad's in the description for tonight. And as always, Uncle Lou's in the description, and Brad for some awesome weights. Jodi, just in closing, did you want to talk any about your giveaway coming up?
I'm gonna have a giveaway next Wednesday. I don't know the exact time. Probably for Patriots, and it'll be for the 1K.
Awesome.
And that'll be my 1-year anniversary on that day. So that's the reason I picked that day.
Oh, really? Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
So you got your 1K in under a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And a new TV. And kinds of things happening with Jodi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She's on the move. She's going upward.
I don't know about that. I'm happy where I'm at. I like the group.
You go a long way.
I like the group of people I'm with, so I'm happy right where I'm at.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Then I guess we can call it a night then. We appreciate you coming in, Tim. We had a great time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Happy that you wanted to join us. I know you don't make it on too many shows, so I was very pleased when Jodi said you were interested and that you wanted to do it, and very pleased that you spent some time with us. I enjoyed getting to know you tonight more than we do in just the regular chats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly wish we had more time to talk and hang out. Well, maybe another time we could do it again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're interested, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I know your phone's fixing to die, and I don't want you just have to be cut off. So.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on. Had a good time learning more about you.
Yeah.
And hey, Skull Rush. I guess they hated you, but appreciate it, Tim. Thank everybody in chat.
Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to sub. At least watch a video.
Yep,
watch his hummingbird video. He loves it.
Yeah, that was a great
9
video.
seconds or 6 seconds or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I only need 130 more, I guess, to make 500.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, we'll let you go before your phone dies then. And thanks again. Downtown Ernie Brown saying hello. You're a little late, Ernie, but thanks for coming in. Hope you catch the replay. We're just about to shut it down. again, thank you, Jodi. Thank you, Tim. It's been a wonderful night. We're going on an hour and 50 minutes. So let's let Tim go before his phone dies. So give everybody a wave, Tim. Good night.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, and next week, Jodi, just who do we have lined up?
Kenneth.
Kenneth
Hey,
Powell
Paul?
from Takedown Catfishing will be with
Yeah.
us next week.
Then after that, it's going to be Susquehanna Stan and Turtle Lady.
Excellent. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, all right, everybody, we're going to end this out before Tim's phone dies and Jodi falls asleep. And
You had me, and then Kenneth, and then Stan. You must be hurting for Kellen.
Why not?
oh,
We want interesting people.
yep, we like
Good night.
the interesting stories. All
Yeah.
right, Tim, good night. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you all next week with Kenneth.
All right.
Good night, all.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's that?